I'm Daytona Beach's Mayor, Derrick. It is my honor to present the annual State of the City to our citizens, businesses, and visitors. I'm happy you have joined me for what is now my third annual address. I want to take a moment to thank the residents of Daytona Beach for their trust, their support, and thank them for the overwhelming message sent at the polls last election. You made your voices heard that you are supportive of the city's leadership and with the direction we are headed as a community. Being successful takes a team approach. I would like to thank my teammates on the City Commission who have worked hard to make Daytona Beach a better, more vibrant city. I would also like to welcome new commissioners, Aaron Delgado in Zone 2 and Danette Henry in Zone 5, who were sworn into office late last year. As mayor, I think I have the best job in the city. But all kidding aside, I want to thank our dedicated staff who provide quality services to our residents. Thank you to City Manager Jim Chisholm for his long-term commitment to improving our community and for implementing this commission's policies. So the question is, what is the state of your city? Evidence abounds that we are a strong, growing, and proud city. We accomplished a lot in 2016, and I feel good about our future because our potential is being recognized. The numbers tell the story. The Volusia-Flagler area was recently declared the most improved local economy in the nation, and our region is predicted to lead the nation in percentage of employers adding jobs in the first quarter of 2017. Think about what these positive indicators mean to our residents and business community. There is opportunity throughout our entire city. I would like to recap some of the many highlights of last year.
Indicators continue to follow a positive trend. New construction permits for residential and commercial properties improved 21%. The issuance of business licenses increased 15%. Property market values throughout the city increased more than 9%. New utility customers increased by almost 30%. The unemployment rate for our area has held steady at about 5%. Daytona International Speedway deepened its roots in our community. With the completion of Daytona Rising in January, the groundbreaking for the first phase of One Daytona, an $800 million retail and entertainment complex across the street from the World Center of Racing. One Daytona quickly went from vision to reality, and in December, the Cobb Luxury Theater opened, and a 70,000 square foot Bass Pro Shop will open in February. Also under construction is the 105-room Fairfield Inn and Suites, expected to open this summer. Tanger Outlet Mall on the west side of the city in the 209-acre Tomoka Town Center opened its doors to much fanfare during the holiday season. A Sam's Club restaurant and office space are expected to complement the retail experience for shoppers. My prediction is this area will stay hot as Stonewood Grill and Tavern will occupy the former Vince Carter restaurant on LPGA Boulevard. Also on LPGA Boulevard, Canadian developer Minto Communities is building a sales center as the beginning step in a planned 6,900 home community for residents aged 55 and older. This will be the largest residential community ever built in our area. The new headquarters of Top Build on Williamson Boulevard, a leading installer and distributor of insulation products with operations in 43 states, is near completion and will be opening soon. The expanded operations center will produce an additional 35 jobs to their already 200 locally based jobs. Protogroup, the Russian-based company, has applied for a building permit for their oceanfront hotel and condominium project at the base of the Oak Ridge Beach approach. The permit should be issued very soon, and construction is expected to begin in 2017. Once completed, these luxury accommodations will become an important component in helping to redevelop our core tourist area. Also, on our beachside, two high-profile projects are under rehabilitation: the historic Streamline Hotel and the Westin Hotel, which was the former and infamous Desert Inn. These projects will add more premium hotel rooms for families and convention goers in our entertainment district. The Orange Avenue Reconstruction Project, which began in 2014, it's had its fair share of challenges during the construction phase. I'm happy to say that this project is nearly completed. While the road is fully opened to motorists, the finishing touches like electrical connections for the underground utilities and removing the old power poles are what's left to be done. On the other end of Orange Avenue is the Tom Stade Veterans Memorial Bridge, which is currently being demolished to make way for a new state-of-the-art bridge. The 32-month project began in early June 2016. Due to construction, Orange Avenue is closed from the traffic signal at City Island Parkway to Peninsula Drive. In October, I signed a state of emergency declaration, which allowed our city to efficiently respond to Hurricane Matthew and request additional resources from state and federal governments. While spared a direct hit and total devastation, we suffered significant damage to our tree canopy, and about 1,000 structures experienced some type of damage. The City of Daytona Beach was able to begin debris cleanup almost immediately because of a previously approved agreement with an emergency waste contractor. Following the storm, crews removed more than 317,000 cubic yards of debris from our neighborhoods and public spaces. Hardest hit were our older neighborhoods in the core of our city. I was out on the streets as soon as it was safe with our first responders, and I was very proud to see firsthand how prepared and responsive our city was. As Police Chief Mike Chitwood retired and moved on to be Volusia County's sheriff, several positions on the command staff opened, and a new generation of public service leaders emerged, bringing renewed energy and passion to their jobs and the community they serve. Among the department's new leaders are Veterans Police Chief Craig Capri, Deputy Chief Jakari Young, and Captain Scott Lee. A priority of this commission is to diversify the city's workforce while attracting and retaining the best employees. In 2016, we continued to take steps to hire a workforce which more closely mirrors our diverse population. In a 12-month period beginning November 2015, 43% of new employees were minorities. 37% of all promotional opportunities were filled by minorities, and the overall diversification of the city's workforce increased 3%. Additionally, the City of Daytona Beach has taken the lead in Volusia County by banning the box, which means that all applicants do not have to answer questions regarding their criminal history, prior to receiving a conditional offer of employment. The city's police department continues to make strides in its diversification effort by offering a sponsorship program that pays qualifying individuals to attend the police academy. The fire department is initiating a similar incentive program this year as this administration continues its pursuit of diversifying the city's workforce. We worked hard in 2016, but we also made it easier to play hard in our public spaces. This is so vital to our quality of life. Parks, trails, and open spaces give a community its unique character, and Daytona Beach is lucky to have many of these public spaces. In July, we opened a section of the Sweetheart Trail, a multi-use path for traffic-free travel that offers such amenities like contemporary shaded awnings, which complement the beauty of Daytona Beach's riverfront. Named after wealthy businessman Charles Burgoyne's yacht, which sailed in Halifax River in the late 1800s, the Sweetheart Trail is part of Daytona Beach's section of the East Coast Greenway, a trail between Maine and Key West. The trail enters Daytona Beach at Sickler Park under the Seabreeze Bridge and continues south to Bevel Road. By using existing sidewalk where possible and strategically finding state grant dollars, the project has made rapid progress and future sections are now in the design phase. The tennis and basketball courts at Derbyshire Park were resurfaced, and we are currently working with citizens on creating a master plan for our most utilized park. Improvements to the football playing field will take place soon. The refurbished activities building at the Dickerson Community Center was named in honor of Mikhail A. Brown Sr., who was a valued city employee in the Leisure Services Department for more than 30 years before he passed away in 2014. The city is also working with Citizens Committee to improve amenities at Joe Harris Park near Bethune-Cookman University. Improvements are expected to begin this year. A prestigious professional women's tennis tournament returned to the Florida Tennis Center. There is a joint project between the city and Volusia County to build a children's play area at City Island Library. In 2016, I introduced the Mayor's Health and Fitness Challenge, and we had a great response from our community. It was a 10-week program for adults of all ages and fitness levels. It was a good way to make new friends and get more fit together. Thank you to our sponsors, Halifax Health, and our fitness experts at Planet Fitness, the Volusia Flagler YMCA, Renew Yoga, Juanita's, and Lisa's Line Dancing. There are so many reasons why I am proud to be a resident and mayor of our great city. Not only did our city grow, but we also gave back and helped those less fortunate. To address the homeless camp on North Beach Street, the city partnered with the Salvation Army to provide a 6-month bridge program to shelter, feed, and address issues facing the homeless in our community. The city also funded the Travelers Aid Program with Halifax Urban Ministries, the streets teams in our Main Street and downtown areas, financially supported Hope Place, and established Restoration House. In 2016, the city created First Step Shelter Incorporated, a 501c3, for the purpose of developing future programs and services to assist single adult homeless persons. Assisting homeless people wasn't the only thing done to help others in need. Generous and civic-minded city employees donated more than $44,000 to the Volusia Flagler United Way. These monies help fund many local charities and worthwhile programs like the American Red Cross, Boys and Girls Club, Council on Aging, and Domestic Abuse Council. Daytona Beach's finest, our police and fire departments, made the holidays more special for local children with the Shop with a Cop program and Toys for Tots. Also during the holidays, city employees donated 913 pounds of non-perishable food for the Second Harvest Food Drive. Daytona Beach Police Chief Craig Capri and others in the police department participated in the 22 Kill Push-Up Challenge to raise awareness about the 22 veterans who die by suicide every day in the United States. City staff donated their blood at 10 separate drives at city facilities. In total, 193 units of blood were donated, which represents 579 lives saved. Employees also participated in the annual American Heart Walk and raised more than $5,600 for the American Heart Association. Daytona Beach firefighters and staff from the American Red Cross went door to door to install more than 120 new smoke alarms free of charge. Last year's annual Mayor's Charity Golf Tournament raised over $35,000 for two worthwhile health-related endeavors in our community. Halifax Health Keach Street Children's Clinic and Volusia Volunteers in Medicine Clinic. The annual Mayor's Backpack Giveaway provided 3,000 school-aged children in Daytona Beach with new backpacks and school supplies.
Thank you for joining me and watching some of the highlights from 2016. I know from personal experience that Daytona Beach is a great community to grow up in, a great community to go to school in, a great community to work and raise a family. I also expect to someday retire here. I look forward to working with our residents and partners to making this a better, safer, and more vibrant community for everyone. God bless America. God bless the great city of Daytona Beach.